Hi, so today I'm going to be making another video. Today's video is going to be on using the W9 Fresh Cut Florals stamp set. So I have this stamp set, it's from W9. I ordered it from Simon Says Stamp and I really like it. And I also got the coordinating dies. The good thing about W9 is that they, in their packaging for their dies, they have this magnetic sheet so that your dies won't move around. So it's really good. I'm really happy that W9 does this. And their stamps are super high quality. Everything is really good quality from W9. So definitely be ordering from them again. This is my first stamp set and first die set from them. So I was really happy with how it turned out. Now I'm using this really thick 110-pound cardstock from Simon Says Stamp as well. I messed up. I usually only do one layer cards with it, but I decided that I'm gonna get use of this card still by using this and die cutting it. And the good thing, because it's so ultra thick, the good thing is that you can die cut it like this and you can try to keep all those pieces in there. And the good thing about that, when you do it, when you're doing your stamping, that it won't move around and the pieces won't shift around. So the good thing about that is you can keep everything just in its original place and just take out your stamps and just ink them up and stamp them in there. Now another good thing about having hardy die cuts is that the good thing, it won't be flimsy, and when you put this bouquet together, it'll turn out really nice. So now I'm using the Simon Says Stamp Lemon Chiffon ink. It's my first ink from Simon Says Stamp and I'm super happy with how it turned out. It's probably my favorite ink now. The color isn't my favorite, but I'm just saying that the Simon Says Stamp inks are so good and so good quality that I'm definitely going to be buying some more from them. As well as I'm going to be buying some Hero Art shadow inks because I've heard that they are the same. So now I'm just going to be lining it up again, and then I'm just going to be starting to stamp down the next image. Now with this next part, you can see it's a layering stamp. I've used the Memento Tangelo ink and I stamped that middle section, and then I believe here this is the Memento Summer Sky. I'm stamping that. That's the only die cut that kind of popped out, and it's always pops out now, but as long as you try to keep it back in its place, it shouldn't shift around. Now again, those Hero Arts inks, I'm so happy that I like that Simon Says Stamp one. I'll definitely be buying some more of those. Now what I just stamped in the middle is the Memento Teozo ink, and I'm really happy with that. But you can see, if you look very closely, how it's a little bit splotchy, and those Hero Art shadow inks, or the Simon Says Stamp inks, well, the one Simon Says Stamp ink that I do have, it's super smooth when it dries. So I'm really happy with that. I'm definitely going to be buying more. So now, as you see here, I'm using the Memento Lux. Memento Lux is the Memento's line of pigment inks, and they stamp really crisp, but I just don't like having to wait. Because it's a pigment ink, you have to wait for it to dry, and I just don't like that. So I'm definitely going to be buying more Hero Art shadow inks and more Simon Says Stamp ink, so I don't have to wait for it. And plus, it's gonna be a really good time saver, and it's gonna get a really smooth and crisp image. Now as you see there, again, that Memento Lux was in Pear Tart. I used that to stamp out all the leaves, and then I used the bamboo leaves to stamp the veins to those. Now I'm using this next stamp. I used the Memento Lulu Lavender for the first color, and then the second color for the background color, I used the Memento Lux in Lilac Posies. Now I'm stamping this part. This other image, I used Angel Pink, Memento Angel Pink, and then I used Memento Rosebud. Now I'm stamping this other flower, and I'm using again that Lemon Chiffon from Simon Says Stamp. Again, that's my most crisp ink pad so far, so I'm definitely going to be buying more. And then I used the Memento Tangelo. And then again, I use that Summer Sky, and then this is the Danube Blue. So it's a little bit different blue from the Teozo. Now with the Rich Cocoa, I'm going to be stamping that in for all my the stems for all my flowers. So I'm going to be using that to stamp the stems, as well as the little dots that go on the inside of the flowers. So as you see here, for this little yellow flower, it has a little dot that matches with it. Now the good thing also, that the dots, they have one for each of the stamps, so you don't have to try to use just one dot and use it for all the different flowers. They have one particular one for each one. Now for the So I also stamped that whole bunch of the dots on that hydrangea one. And then I used my rich cocoa memento marker and then made the veins for that one leaf that doesn't have any vein stamp. So that one leafy stamp right there that I'm pushing with my finger, that's the only one that doesn't have a second layer that you can stamp. I just used my memento rich cocoa marker and then I made my own veins. Now I'm using this pot punch from Marvy. I believe it's from Marvy, and then I'm punching this out of some thin white cardstock. I'm just going to be using some distress inks and then I'm going to color that. So I'm first starting off with antique linen. Now this distress ink applicator isn't a real clean one, so it has a little bit of vintage photo on it if you think that it looks a little bit dark. And then I'm just going to be adding a little bit more vintage photo to it as well. And you can see here, this is my finished pot. And then now I'm going to start to assemble my bouquet. Now, what I like to do to assemble my bouquet is I get a sticky note. This is one that has the sticky on the whole sticky note. And the good thing about it, I can put my pot like that. And then I can start to arrange my bouquet just like how I like it. And then I can rearrange it onto the card. And if you wanted to make sure that you're going to get everything how you like it, afterward, once you like it to your degree, then you can take a picture of it and then for sure you won't forget where you put everything. And as you can see here, this is my finish. And then I'm just going to take out this vellum. This is the 40-pound vellum that I got in my most recent small craft haul. That's with the ocean card. And then this 40-pound vellum, I used the 3x4 stitch journaling card die from Lawn Fawn. And I just cut it out. And then I'm going to be adhering everything onto this vellum piece. Now I'm using this foam adhesive from KI Memories. It's from Walmart. It's a very inexpensive one. I really like using it. It's really thick. And then I'm just going to be using this and I'm just going to be sticking this pot onto the vellum. Now since you're using foam adhesive, you're going to want to put it not as close to the edge as usual, just because when you're doing your florals, I like putting the stems of mine into the top of the vase so that it looks like it's actually coming out of the vase. So that's why I didn't put right on the top edge of this pot. Now as you see here, I'm just taking off the piece. You want to do the bottom and then go to the top. And then again, I'm just adding some foam adhesive to that. And I'm just going to be sticking that down right where I had it before. Now, from now on, you're just going to have to try to eyeball everything, because you can't have everything really perfectly how it was before. So that's just what you're going to have to do. So as you see there's my finish. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just wanted to add a little bit of glitter. This is some glitter glue. Iridescent glitter glue. I'm just going to use that. And then I'm just going to, because I didn't want it to be super duper sparkly, I didn't want to have a thick coat of glitter glue all over all the flowers and the leaves. I decided to use my water brush, and then this has no water, and I just put the glitter glue over the entire bouquet. And as you see here, now it's dry and it gives a really nice iridescent sheen without it being too powerful. Now as you can see there, it has a lot of dimension and I really like that. I did add that greeting using the same W+9 stamp set. I used that thank you from the stamp set and I just stamped that onto some white cardstock, and then I just cut some little banner edges to it. And then I used some Queen & Company white or snowflake pearls, and then I added that to the face as well to give a little bit to it. That was the Maggie Holmes and Crepe Paper 6x6 paper pad. I just took one of those pieces and then I cut it to the front. It's a nice yellowy mustard floral. And then I just added that onto a craft card base with a top opening fold. So as you see here, this is my finished card. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments below. If you want to see any of my other card ideas and other card projects, please visit my blog at micahscrafts.blogspot.com. Please like this video and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye!